The Roads to Carbon Neutral, presented by TotalEnergies. Hello, I'm Emma Crosby. Welcome to The Roads to Carbon Neutral. In this edition, we examine hybrid energy systems and the crucial role these solutions will play in the global shift to renewables. Now is the age of the energy transition. For now, fossil fuels will continue to play a role in powering the world. It'll be a global challenge to find a way to combine all energy systems to mitigate the effects of hydrocarbon use. This is where hybrid energy systems come in.
So an hybrid system is a system composed of several energy sources and sometimes storage. So energy sources could be renewables, wind, solar energy, or conventional electricity production like gas turbine or diesel generator. And an hybrid system can either be connected to the grid or completely off-grid.
Hybrid energy systems are really important, as many of the renewable energies are intermittent. So they will not be available to the same extent at all times.
Hybrid systems offer the opportunity to optimize the flow of energy supply by minimizing the mismatch between energy generation and usage.
The future of power generation becomes a hybrid multi-generation where you're no longer thinking about electricity generation plant. You're thinking about a plant that will form the right form of energy at the right time when it's needed.
On current projections, more than 600 million people in the future by 2030 will still fail to have electricity. The hybridization is obviously part of this story to really move from the old ways to the society of tomorrow.
The transition to these cleaner sources with the aid of hybrid solutions is redefining the economics of energy. The move towards carbon neutrality will be a global effort. TotalEnergies is determined to play its part in meeting this challenge.
As far as TotalEnergies hybrid programs, the intent is to be able to integrate and maximize the renewable penetration with more conventional power generation, which are mainly based on the, I would say, fossil fuel fired generation. We have assessed that the level of penetration that we can quite easily achieve is in the range of 50% in terms of instantaneous power, which means at the end 15-16% in terms of renewable penetration. But we have to go beyond. So strong focus on developing power management system, which means that we need to do lots of digital approach, lots of data analysis, sky imaging, satellite data imaging, developing artificial intelligence to further refine models that will help us to optimize the global operation of our assets.
Nigeria and its population of 206 million should be thriving, rich in fossil fuels and blessed with weather able to utilize solar or wind. The problem is delivering energy to the customer. If you are a company looking to succeed, what solutions are there for ensuring guaranteed energy supply? We take a look at one company who has found an answer through hybridization. Spend any time in Nigeria and you will be familiar with the right foods brands. Managing Director Salim Adegunwa explains a unique way his factory generates electricity.
So as at today, we are majorly on natural gas, supported by the solar farm and a very small percentage of diesel. We are not on the power grid at all because we cannot afford fluctuations or power outage, which is why we have the hybrid system that we have. Today, our solar farm is about 5% of our energy demand, and that has allowed us to reduce our carbon emission by 1,000 tons. Renewable energy is the future. We intend to take part in that, and so we are very driven to do what is right. It's a thing that we take very, very seriously.
TotalEnergies was instrumental in helping Right Foods have access to energy at this site.
So in the past few years, we have been in the forefront of providing solar hybrid solutions for both homes and businesses. We deployed our first solar station in 2014 in Lagos, and since then we have gone on to solarize over 100 of our gas stations across the country. We have also deployed multiple solar home solutions for residential solutions alongside industrial scale solar in many locations for different customers.
The microgrid will facilitate the management of broader electricity grids. It relies on the integration of distributed energy resources such as storage that can operate in parallel to the utility grid. Xin Ma of TotalEnergies Ventures explains why her division is actively looking to support microgrids through the company's investment arm.
The purpose and our mission is really to look for the new technology and new business model and looking for the optionality for the future energy transition. There are many companies around the world in many regions who can provide single solutions, but it's very difficult to combine all this. So that's where Canopy comes into our view, because although it's a small company, it has a really good and strong track record in terms of really running a hybrid system rather than just a single solution company.
Microgrids solve two problems: energy security and energy access. Millions of people here and thousands of businesses are dependent on diesel electricity. Just because the grid is not there or geographically it's not possible to have the grid. So when you convert this infrastructure into a hybrid system and add renewable energy sources, it solves the problem of energy access. So imagine islands in Indonesia or Philippines. The technology we are bringing to the market is actually the software which is required to run these microgrids optimally for long term.
And to close the show, let's highlight some entrepreneurs leading the decarbonization of transport. In 2015, SAF supplied a state-of-the-art lithium-ion battery system for part diesel-electric hybrid vessel Hybrid Free, a passenger and vehicle ferry designed for sea crossings in Scotland, which saves up to 30% in fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. Voltaero is developing a series of hybrid electric aircraft called Casio. These aircraft combine electric motors and a thermal engine for propulsion.
You have on board two sources of energy, one electric and one thermal. And that's how we can achieve distances that can go up to 1,200 kilometers. And that's unique because there is no airplane with two sources of energy.
As we've seen, hybrid energy systems have a significant role to play in the transition to net zero by 2050. If you'd like to find out more, please visit roadstocarbonneutral.com. The Roads to Carbon Neutral, presented by TotalEnergies.